Hey, if you're seeing this on Monday, happy Monday. I want to jump into this because got to celebrate the wins, and there's some information behind this that is important to how this person, this client got these two new Vistage members. So this is an email I got last week, and love it. And it was just a shout out saying that two of the Giant Jacks, GJ contacts that came through and joined this Vistage group. And so it was a great email to get. Love it. And it just got me thinking about some of the important issues that go into building a Vistage group or a coaching practice or really any business where you're trying to get clients. And I just jotted down a couple of notes because you get an email like this and it's like, oh, great. You start thinking about, oh, I banged out these two new clients. They came on board right away. Not the case. And you know that building a Vistage group, executive coaching business, any business is frigging hard. And it takes a while, but you really got to put your head around the fact that it's got to be hard because the payoff is so sweet. You have clients and you've got your own business. We all know that. So there's no way it's going to be easy, and it takes time, of course. But here are a couple of things I think about. Number one is when you're building out your Vistage practice or any business, 90% of the leads that come in to your touch point, you're running lead campaigns or whatever, are going to be long-term leads. They're not going to be short-term leads that you convert right away. That's true for the best marketing people on the planet. And so when you know that to be true, you'll get the low-hanging fruit. We all get lucky. The timing's just right. And somebody joins or buys our product or service, whatever, right away. But vast majority long-term, you got to nurture them, meaning you've got to have a touch point system in place that guides, teach, and helps them over time while you're trying to, convert them because they're long term. So just remember that 90% of your leads will be long term. And think about your sales cycle. In Vistage, what I've learned is that it goes back and forth. I've been told by leadership at Vistage it's 120 days plus for the sales cycle. You may agree or disagree, whatever. I've seen much longer and so forth. So think about that. The other thing I think about is we're all selling at some level because we have to. Got to get new clients, whether it's LinkedIn campaigns, email campaigns, or cold calling, whatever the case is. But if that's what you're only doing and you're not marketing and helping people with content and getting that content in front of people and things like a blog, an email blog that really you put a lot of thought into, if you're not doing that, you're just selling, it's a broken process. And I just know, if you can make a decision where you want to be the go-to person to help your network and really get stuff in front of them that they want to see that addresses the challenges, opportunities they're dealing with, then it is going to help the selling because most of us know that marketing and selling, although different areas, support each other. The marketing is the long game that supports the short game of selling. And you just got to have both. So marketing and your marketing has original content, teaching, helping, guiding. You can't be sharing other people's content nonstop because that doesn't do anything for you, your brand, or positioning you as an authority. So it's got to be your original content and making sure you're getting it in front of your prospects because I see so much content out there. Nobody's looking at it. So it's sort of a waste of time. All right. And then what I've noticed working with many chairs over the years at all levels, new chairs, master chairs, everybody in between, is where it becomes problematic, fits and starts, is pipeline management on the back end. It's not ever a situation of not having leads. The leads are there, through the efforts we were involved with, but it's the pipeline management. it's hard for everybody. It can be laborious, and it's, following up, sending alerts, reminders to get back to people. We all know the grind, and that wears you down quickly. Uh, but it's got to be done efficiently. You can't not do pipeline management, have an organized lead list in the systems and so forth. And this has been a big area for me to elevate my own business and helping people. We have a proprietary AI engine for pipeline management. It's next level. The AI engineers that built it for me specifically to service my clients, like Vistage chairs, are next level. They're incredibly successful entrepreneurs, and we built this tool. And so it just addressed a need that I know my clients have. I don't care if it's a Vistage chair, for sure needs it. Executive coach, business owner, his team trying to reach out, pipeline management. And this is now with the tools where they're at today. We've got this tool, and it's from list curation, list vetting, to then the initial outreach, AI, automated, scaled, then to pipeline management of the qualified leads, touching with SMS, email, LinkedIn messaging. The logic built into the tool is fantastic. Being able to reply to emails, calendar embedding. So my point here is that this is where I noticed chairs flop out of the business. Pipeline management, they're just not converting. And so, loving the tool, but wanted to give you some takeaways, and stay tuned with me, my content, because I'm constantly putting stuff out there to help guide and teach. Love doing it. All right, we'll see you next time. Wait, I'm going to put this up. Hang on. I want to show you this. I'm going to put it in the summary. If you want to book a Zoom with me, I just did a head fake. Then here, take a snap of that. You can get on a Zoom with me, get on my calendar using that QR code, and love to learn more about your business. I'll tell you all about me, what I do, and let's start a relationship. Love doing that. I'm leaving for good now.